from West Charlotte. It's the Bahakel Sports Game of the Week, and this is the TD Bank kickoff. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank. Hopewell at West Charlotte. It's homecoming. Hoco, as I saw the sign read as we entered the stadium today. With Reginald Walker Jr., I'm Darren Vaught. We're glad you're with us. So, Reggie, these are a couple of teams led by what I like to call builders, beginning first with the visitors, Brandon Gentry and the Titans of Hopewell.
Yeah, Brandon Gentry, you see him right there, is about building this program, as you mentioned. He walked into a place that has not had a lot of success over the last decade plus, and he said, you know what, I'm going to take on the challenge. And you look up now in his third year, he's got a football team coming in here at 3-2 with a chance to, at worst, be 500 going into the last 4 games of the season.
Sam Greiner of Dub C, meanwhile, state championship at the helm at Harding, has led this West Charlotte squad to a deep playoff run a season ago, and now they're rolling again, the Lions, this year.
They really are, and this is the standard here is always we are going to win multiple games in the playoffs. That's exactly what Sam Greiner has done.
Coin toss ceremonial and brought to you by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank with 9 million customers nationwide. Visit your local branch on Beatty's Ford Road, not far from the school here, for personal service.
Speaking of Beatty's Ford Road, one of the nicknames for the young men that play on the football team here at West Charlotte, they call themselves the Ford Boys. So don't forget that either. Got to get all the monikers in there.
Yeah, Dub C, Ford Boys. I saw the well written on Hopewell's warm-up shirts.
Yep.
So
I like it.
Let's get them all in.
Get them all in there. No, I'm fired up for this atmosphere. It's going to be electric tonight. Homecoming, as you mentioned. And it's, as the youngins say, it's lit in here.
It's a great atmosphere. You're seeing the visiting stands. Trust me, on the other side, you'll get some looks at it. This place is packed, and especially once play begins, it's going to be rocking. And so Hopewell will receive the opening kick, it looks. And that will be on the other side when we return to the Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. The Titans of Hopewell and the Lions of West Charlotte when we return.
Let's keep our campus clean. Trash cans are located throughout the stadium.
Back to you from the Bahakel Sports Game of the Week, the TD Bank kickoff. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank. Reggie Walker, Darren Vaught. Reg, let's talk about these two teams. Hopewell looking to get that one is what Brandon Gentry described it as to us. They've got to get that one big victory. This would qualify over a hyped-up home team in West Charlotte.
It really would. And this is a West Charlotte team as we look at them coming out of the tunnel right now, if you will. Look, this is a group that's fast and physical on defense and athletic and dangerous on the offensive side. if you're Hopewell, you've got to come in here, you've got to execute properly. You can't give up any big plays, and that's the formula to give you a chance going into the fourth quarter. If you give up big plays against this football team in West Charlotte, you are going to get run out of any stadium. I don't care what team it is. If these guys are able, particularly in the running game, if they're able to turn the corner, you can absolutely forget it because they got too much speed.
Hopewell coming off of a not super 50-0 defeat at the hands of Mallard Creek, a great program. But Gentry told us that he felt at least like they lost to not that team, but the stigma of that team in the end.
Absolutely. And one of the things I asked him in our conversation was, did you feel like maybe it was one of those situations to where kids that have sort of not had a lot of success, the minute they saw some adversity, they kind of started accepting that it was going to go south? And he said maybe that was a little bit of it. And the other thing I thought was interesting, Sam Greiner as well, when we talked to him, he said, look, Mallard Creek's a really, really good football team, but they're not 50-0. That margin just didn't seem right to him either. He thinks this Hopewell team is better than that number indicates.
We've got a couple of dangerous return men back to receive the opening kick. Number 0 is Marvin Reed Jr. He's their lead back on offense as well. And then number 6, Terrence Pearson, a senior, a real leader with this team.
Yeah, he really is. He's one of those guys that holds guys accountable. He's going to coach guys up. His vocal leadership is a factor for this football team. They're going to need that tonight.
West Charlotte set up for the kick. Sincere Gray will do the honors. Sophomore athlete, plays all phases. You'll see him a little bit of everywhere. This time he's kicking off. And there it goes. Couple of hops. Reed has it inside the 20, and he's ripped down to the ground.
Yeah, I think in that scenario, if you're Reed, you got to come attack that football and get going north and south as soon as possible. Letting that ball bounce all the way to you, not the most ideal, giving up yardage, but also allowing that coverage team to get down there faster.
West Charlotte's Rakeem Finch with the first tackle of the evening. So now 1st and 10. It'll be Hopewell first to drive. These are two offenses, Reggie, led by sophomore quarterbacks. It'll be Ty Sigler here in his first season at the varsity level for the Titans.
Yeah, Sigler's a kid, big physical frame. Look, he's listed at 5'10". Looks to be a little bit taller than that. I think he's probably bigger than 150 as well, 160. But he can really spin the football. The question's going to be, can they protect him and give him time to make throws?
4 wide right away. Reed for the quarterback, Sigler, keeps it himself and is brought down to the ground in the middle of the field. Michael Griffin Jr. makes the tackle for West Charlotte.
Yeah, Griffin is about as physical as they come at that linebacker spot. You don't want to take hits from him all night.
Gain of 3, now 2nd and 7. Same formation. Sigler got movement, or perhaps it was Hopewell first.
Got Sam Johnson, the jump offside, the defensive lineman, number 0, the junior there. Got him in the neutral zone. That's a free 5. This is a very manageable 2nd down. You wonder here if Coach Gentry might try to take a shot, see if he can loosen up this defense early.
2nd and 2. Hopewell has stayed in this formation. They'll go to it again. This time it's a run. And it'll go for no gain. Zach Jones on the carry.
Yeah, penetration immediately by this defensive front. And if you're going to allow this defense to play 2 yards into your backfield, going to be a long, long night for Hopewell. Got to do a better job at the point of attack, getting some push at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, 2 to gain for the Titans. It's only 1 carry, but that will do a pretty good job lowering Zach Jones's 18 yards per carry this season.
Official there trying to get the clock squared away. Wanted to get it rolling. It's important 3rd and short right here.
3rd and 2. It's a toss Jones's way. Can he get to the edge? Griffin had him wrapped up. He spins around, and I think he got enough for it. 2 yards exactly, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is a defense that if you're going to try to go east and west, you better get it done quick because they got speed to the football.
That first down brought to you by 988lifeline.org. Call, text, or chat 988 24/7. Let's get through it together. On 1st and 10, Sigler, the play fake. Dumps down to Pearson on a quick out. Still on his feet. Forward momentum had him up to the 36.
That's a nice gain on 1st down. Get a quick throw, pick up some positive yards. Now you're in a very manageable 2nd down situation. This is a solid start for this Hopewell offense. Coach Gentry talked a lot about being able to execute. So far, they're executing fairly well.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Sigler hands off. Jones up the middle at first, then bounces outside. He's brought down after possibly a short gain, a flag on the opposite hash.
Yeah, and this is where it could get out of control. Likely a holding call. It came from the umpire. Now you're behind the chains if you're Hopewell. What's the answer? Because you're predictable on 2nd down here.
It is, in fact, a holding penalty against the Titans.
Second down and long for the Titans.
Now 2nd and long. Sigler with 2 receivers either side. Quickly has to make an adjustment and scrambles to get as close as he did to the line of scrimmage. Still a loss of a yard or 2.
Yeah, and this front 7 is going to attack downhill. You see it here. They're bringing extra. They come off the slot there. Off the slot blitz with number 21, Pop Bowman. Outside linebacker comes off the slot to bring that blitz right to the quarterback's face. Forces him to tuck it early, setting up a 3rd and long.
3rd and 15 to gain. Sigler dumps down low. Jones off of the screen. Brought down past the initial line of scrimmage. So not a bad gain of 6 or 7 there, but not nearly enough.
Yeah, solid job. I like the call of a screen there. Just got to do a better job getting out in front those offensive linemen and picking up some blocks.
This 4th down is brought to you by NC Medicaid for more people. Get full health care coverage with $4 maximum copays. Find out more at medicaid.nc.gov.
For the Lions.
So the Titans with 1 first down will punt it away. Noah Collins back to receive the punt for West Charlotte. Collins out from the 33, sheds a tackle.
See ya.
Pass midfield down the sideline. And pushed out of bounds at the last possible moment. LaDainian Bristol, the hero, preventing a touchdown.
Number 7, Noah Collins.
A huge return for Collins and excellent beginning field position for the Lions.
It's a huge special teams play there. Excellent job by Collins. Gets upfield initially, makes one man miss, and then they had it understood. We were on the same page there. Get to the sideline. Our bench, like a lot of coaches will call, they call that the bench return. Come to our bench. Make a guy miss right away. Get to our bench. We should have the wall set up. Executed very, very well there by West Charlotte.
Jamori Nichols is the quarterback, number 4. It's a handoff. Aiden Turner, the back, gets the first carry on first down. Flag out.
Number 5, Turner on the carry, but a flag on the play.
This will be another holding, it looks like, this time against West Charlotte. Or will it? Bit of deliberation here.
Call holding against the Lions.
There it is. Call confirmed.
Yeah, now this is an offense. Yeah, great field position there to start the drive. Inside the 10-yard line, now pushed all the way back. See how they handle this. Still plenty of ability to stick to the running game if you want to, if you're West Charlotte. We know Sam Griner, he loves to turn around and hand that football off and let his backs get busy.
Goal to go from the 18. First down. It's a pitch. A lot of open room on the jet sweep. Gets them back inside the 10-yard line. Katie Cotton, last year's starting quarterback for this team on the carry.
Absolutely a super athlete. Very, very intelligent kid. Can play a lot of different positions. Do a lot of different things for you. And a true leader as the captain of this football team.
Second and goal from the 6. Nichols rolls one way, nowhere to go. Steps out of the way of a man, back in the end zone, almost caught. It was right there for Rakeem Finch, but it drops incomplete out the backside.
I'm looking at Nichols do all of that, and the first thing that comes to my mind is, how in the world is a sophomore in high school that patient when the play starts to break down and no one's open? His ability to hang with the play, and have a mindset of, I'm going to find someone open, that's something you cannot teach. That is very well done. Didn't get the completion, didn't get the score there, but I like the patience by the young quarterback.
Almost a tremendous play. Jamori Nichols, who had a fantastic junior varsity season a year ago at quarterback. This time he rolls to his right, goes up the middle, it's tipped up, and caught at the goal line for a touchdown. Not quite how he envisioned it going to Katie Cotton, but that's the first score of the night.
It's just a great job by Nichols. Just rolls to his right, makes the throw there, gets tipped, and it still gets there for a touchdown.
Number 9, my guy,
Extra point kick is up and through. That makes it 7-0. West Charlotte leading Hopewell with 7:24 remaining in the first quarter on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week.
I am Bruno Hinojosa and I live in Asheville. I work in construction and I just enrolled in NC Medicaid. I went to their website, applied, and got covered. Doctor visits, yearly checkups, and even emergency care if I need it. Being a business owner can be stressful at times, but knowing that I got covered, it just takes weight off my shoulders. And I can get the care that I need when I need it at low or no cost. And it's one less thing I need to worry about now.
NC Medicaid is for more people. See if you qualify at medicaid.nc.gov.
At TD Bank, we see millions of transactions, but it's the humans behind them that matter most. It's why we're leaders, with guidance and solutions that put people at the center. That's how every TD employee helps make our bank the greet you and your dog by your name, open longer when you need us kind of place. Because believing people matter most is how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
West Charlotte, after the scoring drive, kicks it away. Terrence Pearson on the return for Hopewell. Check that, actually. That's Kamari Cook they've put back there now.
If everyone could, please, we need to make sure we have everyone in a seat. There can be no one.
Kamari Cook, one of those guys, they want to try to get the football in his hands as often as they possibly can. Very athletic, can do a lot of different things for this football team.
Number 11 in white, Kamari Cook, has had a great start to the season.
He's basically scored for them every way possible.
He returns kicks. He plays both ways, offense and defense. He's returned an interception for a touchdown. So he's got a touchdown in every phase. Sigler goes up and gets the high snap. Handoff and a run up the middle. Goes for a couple of yards.
Number 1, Michael Griffin with the hit stick getting to him. Gain of about a half a yard.
That time it was Marvin Reed Jr., the back for the Titans. Gain of 1 after the spot, so 2nd and 9. Another hard snap count. And maybe another offside penalty. So Ty Sigler, the sophomore quarterback, with some savvy about him. A couple of penalties he's drawn so far on those.
Yeah, use the snap count, get a free 5, and get yourself back ahead of the chains.
Second and 4. A lot more fun than 2nd and 9.
Definitely a deeper playbook in terms of the options.
Sigler quickly gets it out to Pearson on a screen, gets to the outside, stumbles just shy of the first down marker. So this will be 3rd.
See, I like that call. Just a quick, easy throw, high percentage, and let your athlete go get a couple of yards and set yourself up for a very, very manageable 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Hopewell converted on a 3rd and 2, their first time out. Went 1 for 2 on 3rd downs in their first series. It's a give to Marvin Reed. He's brought down hard in the backfield as Sincere Gray was the first there. Caden Smith next for West Charlotte, and it'll come to a 4th.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to send the punting unit out there. This is where you got to be really careful. Kicking to this group. Got a bunch of athletes, different guys that can really hurt you in the return game. I would not be surprised if they fake this here.
Last time it was Noah Collins. Jamari Smith is back to receive.
Jamari Smith. Of course I have it.
Titans tighten it up at the line, but it is a true punt. Smith lets it bounce, bobbles it. Ooh, that was close. West Charlotte was in danger of turning it over on the punt return. A great job recovering there by Smith.
Yeah, Smith, that's you don't want one thing you don't want bouncing around is a football, right? Because just the way it could turn and bounce. That's quick, athletic move, pick that football up and spin out of there, and then met by 3 defenders. Well done to keep that football from becoming a turnover.
Lions take over on the 38. It's 1st and 10.
Here you see Sam Griner. One of those guys during the game, he's so intense. He's locked in at all times.
Second offensive series for Jamori Nichols and company. And in motion is Emery McLean. Whistles, though. Another penalty at the line of scrimmage. This looks like it's going to be on the defense.
going to be encroachment. One movement early on Hopewell.
And this is where, if you're Hopewell, again, you got to execute. Can't give away yards. You've been kind of stealing yards with your cadence on one side. Got to be disciplined defensively and not give up yardage that way.
First down lines.
McLean again in motion. The fake give is to him. Look at that throw. Perfect spiral and dropped inside the 20-yard line. It was just a bit short. So the receiver, Dante Nicholson, had to come back for it a little bit.
That was a flick of the wrist by Nichols. Made that throw look really, really easy. Watch this delivery. You get the motion coming there. There's the fake. Watch him unload this football. And he pushes that ball deep down the field. Just kind of flicked it up there.
Kamari Cook, who we mentioned just a moment ago on the coverage there for Hopewell. It'll be 2nd and 6 according to the marker. That would mean they marked off the penalty as a 4-yarder. I'm not certain that's correct. McLean again in motion. And a timeout on the field. Maybe they'll get the spot corrected here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this time to make an announcement.
West Charlotte's first. So they have 2 remaining.
Our Atrium Health athletic trainer, Rachel Poston. Give her a huge hand for providing athletic training and sports medicine services to all of our student sporting events.
This is, I think, an important stretch right here. If you're Hopewell, you got to find a way to try to get off the field. This is a big 2nd down. If you can create a negative and force a 3rd and long, make this offense a little bit more predictable. Griner is having a conversation with the officials.
I think it's about the spot.
I agree. I think you're absolutely correct there.
He pointed at the stick at the line of scrimmage on the other end.
Right, because
again, 1st and 10, it was a 5-yard penalty. There's no disputing. That needs to be up a yard.
It was at the 39, which would mean the spot would be the 44 on the 5-yard penalty.
There we go, and they've corrected it. Okay.
Well, they corrected the down marker. They did not move the football. The football is still spotted at the 42.5-yard line, 43-yard line. But the marker is at the 44.
Here we go. All right.
Now they've corrected it. We're making this happen here.
Little by little. Little by little.
But to your point, that's a great job by Sam Griner recognizing that and understanding that the yardage was not marked off properly.
So now 2nd and 5. This time on the motion, they give to McLean a full head of steam, and he gets it to the other side of the field for a 1st down easily.
And again, you see McLean come in motion and then get that handoff. So he's got that downhill momentum immediately, picks up the 1st down.
It's another 1st down brought to you by 988lifeline.org. A call, text, or chat 988-24/7. Let's get through it together.
West Charlotte offense, no stranger to running the football behind this physical offensive line.
McLean from the other side. It's a play fake. Nichols goes deep. Looking for Finch and overthrows him.
Pass intended for number 8, Ricky Finch.
Finch had gotten over the top. He had space back there. Finch out to the left side at the bottom of your screen there. Just runs a post route. And Nichols puts it out there, just overthrew him.
Couple of deep shots now for Nichols. We saw on the opposite side for Hopewell, their sophomore quarterback, Ty Sigler, they like to get him in situations where he can let it fly a little bit.
Yeah, they want to do it a little bit more off the play action. Haven't really gotten the running game going to set that up yet. The running game so far for West Charlotte has been solid, just haven't been able to connect on a couple of deep shots.
Much tighter formation on 2nd and 10. Nichols fakes a handoff, spins, and is slowed down pretty quickly after a gain of 2.
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of confusion there on that. You see the flag down as well. It's going to be a hold, but there's a little bit of confusion in terms of where that handoff was supposed to go there.
It looked to me, Reg, like one of the fakes was supposed to be on the other side where Nichols turned to deliver the fake handoff.
Right.
So now this sets up a long yardage situation.
Live on Bahakel Sports, BahakelSports.com. You can see the best of Charlotte area sports on Bahakel.com, including the best of high school sports coverage. So let your friends and family know that you'll make it to the
Second
game
and
tonight.
long. It's back to the 44. Nichols dropped the snap, fakes a pitch. Still some time to roll. Takes it himself and is out of bounds after a slight gain.
Yeah, he thought about trying to get rid of it as he got toward the sideline. I think it was a good decision. Just go ahead and tuck it. Don't create a bigger mistake there. Just keep the football, keep possession there, and get down.
Now it'll be 3rd and long. 17 yards to gain to get to the first down marker.
Griner's got the big play sheet, the full sheet that he keeps on his belt line, but he's also got the small sheet that he goes to make some decisions in these 3rd and long situations.
Turner, the back to the side of Nichols, the quarterback. And Hopewell calls a timeout now.
Yeah, Brandon Gentry saw something he did not like in terms of his alignment on defense, and they are coaching their guys up. They want to make sure, and that's the thing. I say this all the time, Darren. It doesn't matter what kind of talent's on the other side of you or what kind of talent you have. If you can't get lined up to play your assignment, you've got no chance to stop the other football team.
This is a Hopewell defense that they got gifted the timeout by West Charlotte earlier, taking the timeout here. This has been even though not a long drive to this point, a long in terms of how long they've been out there drive. And it's a defense that Gentry told us up front. He said, look, we lack depth, but I like my first unit a lot. These are guys that are ball hawks. They'll go after the ball. But if they're out there too long, that's going to put us in a compromised situation.
And look, a lot of these guys are young. He's got a lot of sophomores and juniors on this football team. Not a big senior class. Really the case for both teams here. And it's something that he wants to make sure he's able to coach these guys up through every moment.
Nichols on 3rd and long. Nowhere close. Rakeem Finch gets back to the initial line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a big defensive drive there, although West Charlotte not appearing to send the punting unit out there. Looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
4th and 10 for the Lions, and plus territory, albeit, so.
This might be a see if we can draw them off sides.
Well, then what? Because then
now
it's
they're
still
going to punt
4th and it's 5. Yeah, okay.
Well, now they're going to. Reiner may wait the play clock out here and then call a timeout.
Dante Nichols was in that formation as a wide receiver. He's dropped back as if to be the punter.
I'm not sure if someone called timeout here.
Yeah, there were whistles, and now both teams are retreating to.
Because Griner may have been willing to take the delay of game and just punt the football there. Wasn't sure if he decided to burn the timeout or not, the West Charlotte head coach, Sam Griner.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Some penalty yardage is being walked off.
Yeah, I think that's the right decision. You try it, and then you just take the penalty. No need to burn a timeout there.
So a loss of 5 yards, and now it will be punted away. Or at least a punt formation is out there.
Bank investing in the communities where they do business are here to make our homecoming night even more special.
It's a handoff. Davion Jones off of the fake. Gets past the 45 and is brought down shy of a first down.
They go with a little reverse action, comes behind the punter, and they're trying to get him going downhill and see if he can just outrun this unit. Great job by the Titans staying home on the backside and making the play to get the football back in great field position. The other reason why I think, Darren, West Charlotte went ahead and went for it there, went with the fake punt, I think they feel like this Hopewell offense hasn't done a lot against them. Outside of a couple of penalties, they haven't really sustained, obviously, a drive down towards the red zone. So I think this is Griner playing to his defense a little bit.
A defense that he told us earlier this week he thinks is the best since he's gotten this job.
I agree with him. I think this defense is fast, it's physical, and it's very, very intelligent.
On 1st and 10, Ty Sigler wrapped up and brought down. Sam Johnson on the sack that time.
Yeah, Sam Johnson has been a force early. He's right there on the end of the defensive line, number 0 to the bottom of the screen there. Just splits the center or the guard and tackle, splits 2 guys and gets that sack. That's well done.
Goes for a big loss. 2nd and 17. Sigler up the middle. Great hands. Pearson pulls it in and gets across midfield.
Yeah, Johnson at the bottom of the screen tried to get there again. Might have gotten away with a little bit of a hands to the face. Great job by Sigler. Strong throw over the middle. And they give them a chance at a very manageable 3rd down.
3rd catch of the night for Terrence Pearson, and now it's 3rd and 3. More movement from the defense. That time nothing in the neutral zone. Marvin Reed the back there with Sigler. Sigler, quick out, and it's out of bounds.
Despite that early movement, I saw.
The West Charlotte sideline there was looking for a false start by one of the Hopewell receivers.
We'll step aside. Here comes a 4th and 2 when we return for Hopewell as they trail West Charlotte 7-0. Lions on the Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. Start of the 2nd quarter here on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. A 4th and 2 for Hopewell. And I think I heard that announced correctly, Reggie. West Charlotte, to start the 2nd quarter, called a timeout.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's their 2nd taken in this first half, 1 remaining for the Lions.
Must have been a personnel issue or a change of a play call, I guess, but Interesting time to burn one there.
4th and 2 in the middle of the field. And Hopewell is going to go under center with Marvin Reed in the back. Sigler trying to sneak it through himself. This looks like it's going to be close.
It's going to be real close, but I think he
not
got
that
it.
close. Look at that.
Wow.
They gave it to him by a yard.
Big spot there. Big play.
Gain of 3 on the QB sneak. And Hopewell extends the drive. Issue with the clock operator. It sounded like an angry few whistles from the white hat.
Yes.
Now Sigler off of the high snap. Pass was tipped and goes down to the ground incomplete. Caden Smith, I believe, got fingertips on it.
That's a great job by Smith, getting those hands up in that passing lane. This is an active defense, good hands, good eyes, play with a lot of discipline. That's an example right there.
Four wide for Sigler. Tosses it. Marvin Reed spins through that second level of the defense. That's a nice run of eight yards, given the spot.
Yeah, just a little toss out there. They got 3 receivers, 2 DBs out there at the snap of the ball. You get one coming down into the box late, so they like the numbers, and they pick up a good positive gain.
3rd and 2, whistles blown. And I think Hopewell likes the result here. Another instance of that hard snap count getting West Charlotte offside.
Sigler doing a nice job changing up that snap count. That slows down a defensive front. When they don't know if you're going to go on first sound or on 2, they have to literally wait and watch the football, make sure they don't jump. It puts you in a good situation there offensively.
1st and 10. Sigler hands off. Here's Marvin Reed. Bounces outside, hit hard on that second level. But another good game.
Yeah, that was a big hit, but you like the run, get up inside, then a little bit of a bounce to the outside, and you see the big hit late, bang, right there. And they're going to send Michael Griffin Jr. to the sideline after that hit.
Well, he was there to begin with, and then it was Katie Cotton really delivering the hit on the tail end. That was a 6-yard run, so it'll be 2nd and 4. Ball's at the 27-yard line. Hopewell trying to get the first touchdown of the night.
This is a big opportunity for Hopewell. If they can go down here, get a touchdown, the feel of this game's a little bit different.
Sigler hands off on 2nd. And it's just such a challenge with this West Charlotte defense. Reed with a full head of steam. We've seen him navigate those holes pretty well, but nothing there, and it brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, this defense does a good job getting penetration, making offensive linemen play on their heels. It's another example right there.
Hopewell 1 for 4 on 3rd downs tonight. They convert 24% on the season. Just 2 yards to gain. Sigler evades a tackle. Ripped not to the ground. Stays on his feet. Finally brought down from behind by Caden Smith.
Well done by this West Charlotte defense. I thought Sigler kind of panicked there early in the play. Right here, watch it. You see the blitz coming off the edge. It's picked up. right there, stay right there in the pocket. He tries to get back outside because he sees a little bit more penetration. I think if he steps up and lets it rip initially there, he's able to potentially make a play in the passing game.
Now it's a 4th and long. And a timeout called by Hopewell. That's their second with just 1 remaining in this first half. That turned this drive on its head.
It really did. This was a drive that they were moving, they were going in the right direction, and then right here again. See, the blitz is picked up. Stay at your depth there. Trust that your back picked that blitz up. Stand in there, make a throw. He steps up into more pressure. Thought he could have stayed where he was, and he would have been fine there.
Be sure to join us on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week next week. As a reminder, it is on Thursday, not its usual Friday. Charlotte Christian at Providence Day, a big-time rivalry matchup. Always a good time when we head over to PD, so that one should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Charlotte Christian coming off of essentially a forfeit loss to Rabun Gap School. It's a travel issue, weren't going to be able to make that work, so they ended up forfeiting that game. So the record doesn't necessarily indicate what they've really been this season, so it'll be interesting to see how they come off of essentially an extended bye to play next week.
4th and long. Hopewell's going to go for it. Sigler looking for Cook, and it's intercepted. West Charlotte's Davion Jones with his 5th interception of the year.
That is how you play center field as a safety. Stay over the top, read the quarterback's eyes, and then attack, get downhill to the football and attack it at its highest point and get the pick for your football team. Trips to the right, so they go to the single receiver side, but nobody fooled there. As you see, number 14, Davion Jones, come over the top, pick that ball off for his 5th of the season.
Double coverage. He was joined by Jamari Smith.
Smith was in perfect phase and then allowed his safety to come make the play.
1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line now. A long field in front of West Charlotte. It's a handoff to Sincere Gray through the middle. Hurdles a guy. Here he goes between the hashes. And Kamari Cook runs him down inside the 30-yard line. But that has effectively flipped the field for the Lions.
How about the Kamari Cook speed? First of all, Mr. Gray, big-time run, gets through a whole bunch of traffic, and look at Kamari Cook. Run him, wow. Big-time speed. I love the swing for the football there, too. That's good awareness, unable to get it out, though. Great run, big-time play there for West Charlotte.
A 64-yard run for Gray.
And flip the field.
West Charlotte is cooking up a score. 8.5 until the half. Another handoff. Aiden Turner this time. Off tackle left, a stiff arm, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Darren, we talked about it in the open. You can't miss tackles against this team, and you can't let them get explosive plays. If you do, they can run you out of the stadium. There's an example right there. Aiden Turner, the South Point transfer out of Rock Hill, the big finish, but a hold is going to bring it back.
What otherwise was going to be a 26-yarder after the 64-yard run from Sincere Gray. That was going to be 2 plays for 90 yards and a touchdown. Wow. But instead, Dub C's got to re-rack it.
Darren, that's one of the things we talked about. This offense can be explosive.
And it's a spot foul, so this is actually going to be 1st down and 7 to go. They, despite the penalty, gained 3 yards. Play fake. Nichols over the middle, caught by Finch. A reach for the end zone, and he's in for the touchdown. Katie Cotton on the receiving end.
This is just well done. Comes off the play action fake, reads it, sees one-on-one coverage on that back end. No safety help there. Excellent throw. Puts it where Cotton can catch it and get in the end zone.
Second time those two have connected tonight. And the extra point misses. Was pushed right by Jose Gonzalez. 13-0 the count in favor of the home team, the Lions of West Charlotte, up on the Titans of Hopewell on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week.
NC Medicaid is for people just like me.
Adults who don't have children.
People who serve.
People who do the heavy lifting.
Child care teachers.
Full healthcare coverage at low or no cost.
Doctor's visits, emergency rooms, and prescriptions.
So if you applied before and didn't get it, apply again.
NC Medicaid covers more people than ever before.
Get full healthcare coverage at low cost, no monthly fees, and $4 max copays. NC Medicaid is for more people. See if you qualify at medicaid.nc.gov.
At TD Bank, we see millions of transactions, but it's the humans behind them that matter most. It's why we're leaders, with guidance and solutions that put people at the center. That's how every TD employee helps make our bank the greet you and your dog by your name, open longer when you need us kind of place. Because believing people matter most is how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
90-yard scoring drive for West Charlotte. A 64-yard run by Sincere Gray, and then 26 yards from Jamori Nichols to KD Cotton for the touchdown. The second connection between those two tonight, and it's 13-0 Lions, who will kick it away to the Hopewell Titans again. This is squibbed. Marvin Reed ends up with it. Sincere Gray wraps him up and brings him down inside the 30-yard line.
How about that? Look at the kicker, first guy down.
Gray's done a little bit of everything. I mentioned the 60-plus yard run from scrimmage to begin that last series.
Made some plays on defense as well.
First down, Hopewell. All right, I see it down there, cheer squad.
Still just a two-score game, Reg, but this feels like need is a strong word. Hopewell could really use a score.
Yeah, this is what this West Charlotte football team does to you. You know they're going to be solid on defense. Every time they score, sometimes it just, when you look up at the scoreboard and the clock, you feel like they scored twice every time they score once.
Sigler hands off on 1st and 10 for Hopewell. Reed a short gain, maybe a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Darren, I think the most important thing you mentioned, this feels like a really need something here, really have to have, a score. At worst, you got to get 2 or 3 first downs, give your defense a chance to rest, and then if you do have to punt, you're flipping the field.
Sigler up the middle. Cook got by Jamari Smith. Makes the catch. A step inside of Cotton. There he goes in between the hashes. An open field tackle. Cotton brings him down. But a big gain. A first down for Hopewell. And now they're deep into West Charlotte territory.
Sigler with a nice throw there. Wasn't perfect, but executed well enough to pick up a first down. If he throws this out in front and gives Cook a chance to run, then you got a chance to make a huge play and potentially take it all the way to the end zone.
40 yards on the pitch and catch. Hopewell right back to business offensively. This young guy, Ty Sigler, can really sling it if he's given a chance. Marvin Reed off of the handoff runs into a brick wall at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, this defensive front has been excellent for most of this football game. Haven't really given up a lot. They're in a 3-down front there, but bringing guys off the edge, and they just rally and swarm the football very, very quickly.
Sam Johnson again. He's been in on most plays tonight defensively for the Lions, it feels like. Sigler to his right, pursued by Johnson, gets rid of it. It's incomplete.
Sigler doing well there just to kind of get rid of this football. Nothing there early. Offensive line sort of losing the battle. Just get out of there, get it up near a receiver, see if you can't get one completed.
Another 3rd down for the Titans, 10 to gain. They're 1 for 5 if you don't include the first down they got off of a penalty in the first quarter.
You got to figure at some point they've got to get one.
Sigler on the screen. Reed wrapped up as soon as he caught it and brought down. Michael Griffin with the tackle. That's a guy that Sam Greiner raved about when we spoke with him earlier this week.
This is a great read by Griffin. He recognizes it, and watch him shoot it. He avoids all of the offensive linemen that were out in front of the play. You see it again here. He's right there at the 30-yard line. He detonates quickly and attacks before the offensive lineman can recognize that he's getting downhill. He's already making the play. That's well done. Great job diagnosing it and then going and making a play.
Another 4th and long situation, and again, Hopewell's going to go for it. Last 4th down was on a 4th and 2 they converted. Sigler out of trouble, back in it, Michael Griffin again.
How about Griffin this drive? Last couple of snaps. Right there in the middle of that defense, just reads it, and then he gets downhill and makes a short tackle in space against the quarterback. How about this kid? What I like about him, Darren, is when he commits to whatever he's committing to, he goes from 0 to 60 about as quick as you can get there, and he shows up in a bad mood and does not miss tackles.
West Charlotte with a 13-point lead takes over at their own 39. Nichols, play fake, over the middle, caught with some space to run. It's a first down to King Coble III, his first catch of the night. And just another step, Reggie. This would have been 6 again.
Yeah, he just runs a little bit of a seam route, gets right down the middle of the field. No safeties there to be over the top. Just outruns it. Great throw. Excellent catch there. Big play down inside the red zone.
1st and 10 from the 12. Oh, it's a direct snap this time. Aiden Turner up the middle.
Direct snap.
Right down the hash, gets inside the 10. A gain of 3, and it will be 2nd and 7 from the 9.
West Charlotte, plenty of time here, over 4.5 minutes. No rush here to try to get a touchdown before the half.
Nichols makes an adjustment. Turner shuffles his feet, tries up the middle, and is tag teamed and brought down.
Once again, Turner on the carry. Gain of 1.
Just gets up inside there, not much there. Well done by this Hopewell defensive front. Big number 99 inside there. Cam Dixon
was helped out by
that play.
Edmund McClure. who leads the team in tackles, 43 tackles individually through their first 5 games. Here's a screen. Cotton catches and is brought down. Zach Jones of Hopewell makes the stop.
Yeah, got to be careful there. That was very close to what they're now calling in the NFL the old hip drop tackle, where you get a hold of a guy up high and you just drop your hips to the ground. Be careful there.
4th down and 3 to gain. That's a big tackle nonetheless for Hopewell. A chance for a stop here as West Charlotte wants 6 or the first to get inside the 2-yard line. Directly to Turner again, right back up the middle, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. That time it will count. He had a 26-yarder brought back by penalty earlier. That time 5 yards out, and the 3rd score of the night for West Charlotte.
Yeah, they just go back to the direct snap. He's right next to Nichols, the quarterback. He steps in, takes the snap, just goes straight ahead, gets a push from this offensive line, a walk-in touchdown.
Nearing halftime. And Jose Gonzalez, who is 1 for 2 on extra points tonight, puts it up. It's blocked. So that won't count either.
Extra point is blocked.
Travis Borton Jr., the freshman free safety, got up and knocked it down.
Great job there, getting to that one and knocking it away.
You guessed it. 0.
So an extra point missed, an extra point blocked, and that means it's rather than 21-0, 19-0. Hopewell got the opening kick, remember, so something we will start to think about with under 3 to play until halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, we are
Right up the middle. Can't allow that. Guarantee you that'll be a point of emphasis for Coach Griner and his staff in practice next week.
So please stay tuned for that.
So, Reggie, this one, it feels attainable if you're Hopewell still, right?
Yeah.
Lots of football left to be played. You've got a chance to potentially close out the half with your first score here. They've gotten big plays at certain moments, just yet to put it all together in one series.
Just got to finish one drive. If you finish one drive with a touchdown, all of a sudden, 2-possession game, you're right back in it.
A bouncer goes out of bounds untouched, so this should bring out flags.
It's a great decision there by the up man for Hopewell, letting that one go out of bounds and getting the field position.
Maybe just saving the effort. I don't know.
Just a reminder,
I didn't see a flag.
Did not.
There's the call for the penalty, though.
Along the fence line, you must be in a seat. There's no re-entry, so if you go out to your car, you will have to pay to return to get back in. Please help us keep our campus clean. Trash cans are located throughout the stadium. Thank you so much.
Homecoming here at West Charlotte, a
It
big
is
crowd.
packed.
Several classes specifically I've seen around the concourse, meeting up, gathering.
Homecoming, always a good time in high school football. Get a chance to see old friends, and everybody goes to the football game. You know how that goes. Especially when a football team's this good.
I was going to say, they've been rewarded to this point.
Now they'll mark off the penalty yardage. tell you what, they kind of lost yardage there based on where the football went out of bounds versus where the ball is spotted.
It went out a little bit closer to midfield. Yeah,
that's right.
Had you played it live, you're looking at 1st and 10 from the 45. Obviously, you're not allowed to do that if it's untouched. So 1st and 10 for Ty Sigler and company. Slight play fake, throws on the out, and it's out of bounds, incomplete.
Ooh, boy, I thought he had it. I was ready to yell.
Ramaj Daniels got airborne. Maybe thought he had a chance at it.
If he comes down with that, that is a walk-in pick six.
Now 2nd and 10. Couple of receivers switch places in the slot for Hopewell. Sigler dropped quickly. The ball squirted out, but I think maybe he was down before it did.
They just brought a little bit of a, what you call a +2 blitz. You see it coming off the edge, and then you got another one coming up the middle. So you had Griffin and number 7, Noah Collins, both coming on blitzes there. Messed up the protection and cadence, and they blew that play up.
It's 3rd and long for Hopewell.
Now 3rd and long, 14 to be specific for the Titans. This has been something of a bugaboo for them. 24% prior to tonight on the season. And excluding a first down that they converted on 3rd with a penalty, they're 1 for 7 tonight.
Tough sledding when you can't convert 3rd downs.
3rd and 14, quick post, and it's knocked down to the ground. Good coverage there again by Daniels.
Actually, a nice route there, good throw. The defense was just better.
Messiah Cage, the intended target, 16 catches, over 200 yards on the season for him. This 4th down brought to you by NC Medicaid. For more people, get full health care coverage with $4 maximum copays. Find out more at medicaid.nc.gov.
West Charlotte looking like they're trying to go after this punt here.
Yeah, still 2 minutes, right? They got a chance to, even being aggressive on the return offensively, a chance to score again before the half. And the punt downed inside the 35-yard line. Jamarius Mosley, based on his expression there, Reggie, seemed to think that that was going to be Hopewell possession, but nobody touched it.
He tried to push K.D. Cotton into the football. Cotton did not touch it, according to the officials. So that argument to no avail. Darren, look, we were here last year, different team obviously, but in this stretch of time, the last 3 minutes or so of the first half, going into the second half, West Charlotte had a blitzkrieg, quick bunch of points, all of a sudden football game over. If you're Hopewell right here, you got to find a way to get to halftime without giving up any more points.
Jamori Nichols runs out of the pocket. He's got a lead block. There he goes, past the 50, down the sideline. Touchdown, West Charlotte. 67 yards. Another scorcher for the Lions, and it's 25-0.
Nichols here, he sees some pressure off the edge, steps up, and immediately makes the decision that he's going to run the football, and he is out the gate, and you're not catching him from behind. Nothing but speed down that sideline. That's just a great athlete making a big-time play, understanding the moment, and attacking.
Gonzalez's extra point is through to make it 26. Goose West Charlotte's lead. Jamori Nichols, 67 yards on the run there. Look, he's pass first. But the second he took off with that, it came to mind the comment that Sam Griner made to you and me. He said, look, guys, make no mistake, he might be my fastest player.
Well, you saw it right away because he recognized right away that it was a keep situation, and when he tucked this football, it was over.
That'll get a crowd into it, huh?
Absolutely.
Second 64-plus yard run for the Lions tonight.
This offense is explosive. They got athletes and kids that can make a lot of plays, and we've seen it the last few possessions.
Sincere Gray to kick off. A truer kick this time. Returnable for Hopewell. Travis Barton Jr.
I thought Barton may have had a little bit more room if he had gone right up the middle. There was some space there. Big crease. Got a flag down.
It's out at about the 37 on the opposite hash. You see it bottom of your screen to the right side. Well, this will go against the return team, so Hopewell is not going to have as favorable position as they thought, back to the 27-yard line.
And right here, if you're Hopewell, you got to be careful. Protect the football. You can't turn it over here. You want to make sure you're the last team with the football to end this half.
Sigler goes toward the sideline. It's caught. The reach is not going to be quite enough, but the first catch of the night from Messiah Cage, that's a good sign for the Titans.
Brought down by number 10, Miles Davis.
Eight yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 2.
And again, for Hopewell, your main thing here at minimum is you still have the football when the clock hits zeros. Maximum, you want to be in the end zone, but you've got to make sure you don't give the ball back to West Charlotte.
Got some guys down here I'm going to welcome back here in a little bit.
Sigler out of the shotgun looking for Cook, overthrown.
My first one I want to welcome back, number 24 for the Kentucky Wildcats down there, Jaden Smith. I see you, my guy. My guy.
That'll be 3rd and 2 for the Titans. We mentioned their third down woes the last time out for this offense. Even on 3rd and 2s so far tonight, Reggie, as manageable as it gets, they're 1 for 2.
And they might. I wouldn't rule out them running the football here, because even if they don't get it, they can really bleed this clock before halftime.
3rd down for Hopewell.
Sigler, hands off. Untouched so far until he got to midfield. Zach Jones down at the 49-yard line.
Nice run, important run as well. Gets the ball out to midfield, as you mentioned.
That's another first down brought to you by 988lifeline.org. Call, text, or chat 988-24/7. Let's get through it together. And now the clock under a minute to play. Sigler Too much and incomplete. So that stops the clock.
Trying to get the football back into play there.
As we crown our homecoming court and king and queen of homecoming 24.
Second down and 10. Sigler spins and brought down to the ground. That offensive line for Hopewell just keeps getting pushed back. Sam Johnson, another sack.
Yeah, Johnson came right up the middle and just long-armed an offensive lineman right back into the quarterback. You'll see it here right to the left of your screen. Johnson's at the top with his hand on the ground. There it is. He just absolutely drives number 59, Will Myers, straight into Sigler's lap. And that's what set up that sack.
You can see the best of Charlotte area sports on BahakelSports.com.
Now a third
Including the best of high
and
school sports
17.
coverage. Call your family, alumni, anybody that couldn't make it wishes they were here. Tonight's game will be available.
Darren, correct me if I'm wrong. West Charlotte, one timeout left. So at worst, even if Hopewell runs the football here, West Charlotte is going to likely call a timeout and force them to either punt or go for it on fourth down.
Hey, make sure we are finding a seat, especially when we start crowning our homecoming court. We have a lot of family that wants to see.
Both teams have burned 2 of their 3 timeouts for this first half. So 1 remaining for both of them.
You must be in a seat.
Well, in a shotgun formation. And they'll run. Zach Jones bounce out, then a burst up the seam. It's to about the 45-yard line, gain of 2 or 3. And West Charlotte does call their final timeout.
Yeah, you knew Sam Griner was going to use it there and force them to put their special teams back out there. We saw the big return earlier in the football game from Noah Collins, and, well, he was going back there to receive this punt. Now he's coming back to the sideline, so see what they can get here in the return game.
Looks like it'll be Jamari Smith instead. They have rotated that assignment so far tonight.
TD Bank yellow towel for the start of the second half.
Fourth and long. This looks to be punted away by Hopewell. Chase Erskine, the junior, to send it away. And Smith leaves it alone.
Oh, and Hopewell giving up seconds there. Got to let that ball roll all the way till it stops. Don't pick it up in that situation. Just surround it and let that ball be whistled dead by the officials and steal an extra 3 or 4 seconds off the clock.
24 seconds here. If you're West Charlotte, you got to feel good about this first half. Maybe even kneel it out and just go to the locker room happy.
The thing that's scary about this West Charlotte team is if you play a prevent and try to keep everything in front of you, and Jamari Nichols takes off, now he's got blockers down the field, and he's an athlete enough that can make some plays. So this is a dangerous situation to be in.
Nichols with 4 wide and a back. Goes way deep. Christian Coleman was the intended target, and it drops incomplete.
He could not have been more wide open. An absolute bust of a coverage in the back end by Hopewell, and it nearly cost them another touchdown. And Brandon Gentry wants a timeout. He understands. They dodged one there.
Yeah, that is the final timeout of the first half. So both teams have used all three that they are given. And you can see the panic is not the word, but the nature of the sideline following that coverage miscue.
He knows they dodged one. I mean, it's that simple. And if you're West Charlotte, the conversation is we can't miss those opportunities as well.
If you're the Lions, though, Reg, let me ask you this. Do you dare Hopewell and do it again?
Absolutely. You're up 26-0. Even if you throw an interception deep down the field here, it's like a punt. The half's going to end. I think you absolutely take another shot here. I think they're going to get quarters coverage, or, yep, they're going to play quarters in the back end here.
That was Finch in motion. They go underneath on a screen. Finch is the lead blocker. It's up not quite to midfield after a quick catch and run by Dante Nicholson.
Yeah, but they've got time to run another play. They get up to the line quickly. Remember, in high school football, a first down stops the clock.
Gonna wait for the chains to catch up. Ball is set. And the clock was running. West Charlotte has spiked it.
The official said start it. He gave her the...
So the clock here reads 0.2.
I think they're going to push it back to 8 seconds because the clock was supposed to stop
after the first
the first down with about 8 seconds left.
And now Hopewell pointing at the ball, wanting a penalty. Now we resume. Nichols rolling. And runs out of bounds, pushed out of bounds. And that will end the half. Sam Griner is beside himself because of the contact at the end of that play.
Absolutely. He wants an untimed down for a personal foul. Late hit. His main conversation there is, that's my quarterback. It's supposed to protect these quarterbacks.
Nichols doing the wise thing and letting the clock run out, letting the second quarter expire. That brings us to halftime, 26-0. West Charlotte with a big lead on its homecoming Friday night on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week.
HBCU majoring in criminal justice, minoring in psychology.
Halftime at our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. Welcome to the TD Bank Halftime Show. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank. This one has been all Lions of West Charlotte. It is their homecoming. A big crowd that has been given lots of excitement, 26-0 over the Titans of Hopewell to this point. Still an entire half of football remaining in West Charlotte to receive to open up the third quarter of play when we resume shortly. But first, we go to Bahakel Sports' Jeff Taylor for a special feature on Marvin Ridge field hockey.
I knew we would be good coming into this year.
When talking about the field hockey team at Marvin Ridge, good has turned into great. The Mavericks are one of the best teams in the state. They are almost perfect in every aspect of the game.
The keys to our success are we have a lot of girls with a lot of experience. We have a bunch of juniors that have been playing varsity for 3 years, seniors that have been on the team for 3 or 4 years.
And that experience has the Mavericks looking toward the postseason like a well-oiled machine.
We all work well together. We've all played together for a really long time, and it's just like our entire team like supports our attack, so we're able to score goals. Like our defense moves up, our midfield goes up, like everyone is supporting the attack.
We always try and focus on the game ahead of us. We never try and look at the past or look too far ahead. We want to focus on what's coming up.
And while the Mavericks have their eyes on a successful postseason run, Coach Hines says this group doesn't lose sight on everything else that's important when it comes to all-around success in life.
They have a stick in their hand, a lot of them year-round. And, at Marvin, they're a bunch of well-rounded kids who are real easy to coach. And, they're doing a lot of stuff in the community. They're involved in clubs. They're obviously highly academic-minded. So it's a really good mix of field hockey and then having real good coachable kids.
In Charlotte, Jeff Taylor, WCCB News.
The TD Bank Halftime Show continues when we return. 26-0. West Charlotte on top of Hopewell through one half of play on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week.
Dolores Henry and Sean Johnson. Mr. Senior
Next week, our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week heads back to Providence Day for a big-time rivalry matchup with Charlotte Christian. Pay attention, though. That one's going to be on Thursday rather than Friday. Thursday, October 10th, 7 p.m. kickoff. Providence Day hosting Charlotte Christian right here on the Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. Tonight's Bahakel High School Game of the Week is brought to you by 988lifeline.org. Call, text, or chat 988 24/7. Let's get through it together.
Watch and listen as the band drills to the legendary tune, Real World.
Welcome back. It's the TD Bank halftime show. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank. Some Michael Jackson from the West Charlotte High School marching band. (26-0). West Charlotte has been a pretty young thing. Their offense has.
It really has. And it's led by a young quarterback, just a sophomore. Jamari Nichols has done an excellent job spinning it all over the field, making the right decisions with the football. They've gotten the running game going as well. You see it here. Aiden Turner gets a touchdown run, but it's been the Jamari Nichols show really for much of this game, particularly on offense. Again, here he steps through some pressure, and then all of a sudden it's pure speed down the sideline. You see him hit another gear when he turned that corner, and you got no chance catching that young man from behind. 2 touchdown passes thrown to Katie Cotton, including from 26 yards out the second time, a 67-yard score that you just saw running it himself. 4 touchdowns in the first half for West Charlotte, pitching a shutout against the Hopewell Titans. And the Lions get the kick to start the second half. It's the TD Bank halftime show. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank. Stay with us on the Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. Next week, the Bahakel Sports Game of the Week returns to Providence Day as the Chargers host rival Charlotte Christian on Thursday, October 10th at 7 p.m. right here on the Bahakel Sports Game of the Week.
Time for the start of the second half in our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. Thanks for watching the TD Bank Halftime Show. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank. Reggie Walker, I'm Darren Vaught. West Charlotte 26, Hopewell 0. The Titans trying to avoid being shut out for the second consecutive week. Reggie, West Charlotte, we sort of illustrated what's been good for them over the halftime while we looked at highlights. For Hopewell, what do they need to do specifically to get back on track and get at least on the scoreboard?
I think obviously running the football and start to build a little momentum in terms of getting confidence in this offensive line so that they can set up some opportunities for their quarterback, Ty Sigler, to try to push the ball down the field. Made a couple of throws in that first half, pretty much on target, just didn't always have time to create those opportunities. So I think the big thing for them is they got to be able to run the football and start to win the line of scrimmage a little bit with that offensive line.
The sophomore quarterback for West Charlotte, meanwhile, Jamori Nichols, who you saw warming up there just a moment ago, number 4 in gold. 2 touchdown passes. He hit Katie Cotton in the first and second quarters, and then a 67-yard rushing score for him as well.
Yeah, he was dynamic in the first half, just making good decisions with the football, making all of the right reads, all of the opportunities that were presented. He was able to hit them. A big, big first half for him.
The only other score of this, Aiden Turner, direct snap, 5-yard carry, 4-6, and West Charlotte will receive the opening kick to begin the third quarter, up 26-0. Another look at the 67-yard touchdown run by Nichols. Lions fans, alums here on homecoming, hope to see more of the same in the second half.
Got the yellow, their version of the terrible towels out here heading into the second half.
Come on. Towels up. Let's go.
A great atmosphere on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. There's the whistle. And here comes the resumption of play. Chase Erskine leaves it short. It's knocked down, picked up. West Charlotte's Jamari Smith on the return. He gets into plus territory. This will start them at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that's a big-time return. Way to start the second half. If you're West Charlotte, get a big return out to midfield and beyond. Get a chance to set up at the 40 at the plus 40-yard line. I would not be surprised if Sam Griner in this offense doesn't look to get in the end zone first play with a push the ball down the field type of opportunity in the passing game.
That is a luxury and a testament to the depth of the kind of athlete this West Charlotte team has. I mean, that is an up man who's returned a few punts for them tonight.
Absolutely.
Jamori Nichols fakes the give to Turner, tosses backward. Dante Nicholson on the reverse. Solid gain on the misdirection trick play. 8 yards on the carry. 2nd and 2 coming up from the 32.
Yeah, testing the eye discipline of this defense coming right out here in the second half. Trying to see if they handle misdirection, handle the reverse. Are you staying at home on the backside? Because if not, we're going to come back to that.
Nichols fakes the pitch, going deep, looking for Finch in the end zone. Raheem Finch pulls it in, and the Lions open up the second half with another touchdown.
You just knew they would eventually test them deep. They faked the pitch, and they got 2 guys running vertical. Katie Cotton, look at him right there. He's pointing at Finch saying, this is all you. Get you 6, buddy. And he gets it.
32 yards. Jamori Nichols now has 3 passing touchdowns. And that did not take long. A minute, 7 seconds of game time. Extra point attempt no good. It was pulled to the left.
That extra point is good by number 47, Jose Gonzalez.
It was no good, despite what you may have heard on the PA there. That's all right. Kate, people are excited, Reggie. Keep them excited. Why not?
Mr. Finch says, I can get over the top and make all the plays I need to make. And he punches it in.
0. And your West Charlotte Lions on a homecoming night, 33.
Well, okay, they've tacked on the extra point on the scoreboard. That doesn't look like a talking to from the head coach to a kicker who just made the extra point.
Might be coaching him on pure technique there, and if he saw something in the kick that maybe felt like was a little bit uncharacteristic.
We've had a little bit of wackiness, some things gone awry in terms of the logistical aspect of this game. That certainly missed wide left, but it has been counted good. Either way, a big lead continues to build for West Charlotte. Hopewell on the kick return. Terrence Pearson on the return. And we'll see what the Titans can do with their opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, they've got to start to try to figure out what can work for them. What can they start to hang their hat on here in the second half? You know, turn this into opportunities to test yourself and try to put some pressure on this defense.
Ty Sigler is the sophomore quarterback. He was intercepted once in the first half. That was the first pick he's thrown all year. They'll begin with a handoff. And a good carry by Zach Jones, who gets exactly 10, moves it from the 35 up to the 45 and gets a first down.
Yeah, this is just a nice run. He gets about 5 or 6, and then watch him keep the legs churning there to pick up the first down. Like that intensity and effort.
It's another first down brought to you by 988lifeline.org. Call, text, or chat 988-24/7. Let's get through it together. Sigler with a handoff on 1st and 10, nothing doing.
Down by number 7, Noah Collins.
So Jones, no gain on the carry. 2nd and 10 after Noah Collins makes the stop for West Charlotte.
2nd down, no gain.
This defense has been up to task all night long.
Second down and 10. Sigler moved from the pocket, gets rid of it, throws it out of bounds.
Coach Sam Griner showing the elevation there. He's over on the sideline coaching some of his guys up. Football came right near him. He nearly pulled that one in. He and I were talking before the game. You were there. He was messing with me about leaning out, if you will. So, well, Coach, do I have any eligibility left? He's like, well, you're about a fullback right now. Always great to talk to Sam Griner.
No doubt. He'll shoot straight with you.
Yeah, he does.
The good, the bad. That's what we like about him.
Yeah, but you know, he's one of those guys, and we've talked about it, and we talked about it with him, Darren, how much he just cares about these kids and the opportunity for them to play high school football.
It's another run for Hopewell on 3rd and 10. And it's a medium gain. This will be 4th down. The punt unit comes out for Hopewell on 4th and 7.
Gain of 3, excuse me.
This 4th down is brought to you by NC Medicaid. For more people, get full health care coverage with $4 maximum copays. Find out more at medicaid.nc.gov. Erskine, the punter. Noah Collins back to receive for West Charlotte, but not just yet. Some movement and a penalty against the Titans.
Again, the type of situations, just you don't want to give away yardage.
Whistles blow before an.
I think it's another false start here.
Yeah, that was going to be a near block for West Charlotte. Hopewell against Mallard Creek in that 15-0 loss had 2 punts blocked against them in that one. So that's been something of an issue.
Oh, it's going to be offsides. Wow. Must have been the old unabated there because they blew it dead. Normally in offsides,
you play it out.
You play it.
So that goes against West Charlotte and reverses it back to where we started. So 5 yards against Hopewell, 5 yards in favor of Hopewell, and we're where we started with this punt attempt. Movement again. I mean, West Charlotte, look, I think they are very aware of the warts in the punt block scheme.
Absolutely.
For Hopewell.
I was just getting ready to say, when you've watched film and you feel like you can go block a punt, as a player, you want that opportunity to create the old double thud, if you will. The thud off the kicker's foot, and then the second thud when it hits your hands. That's what you want to create. And now Hopewell's going to, looks like they're going to bring their offense back on the field.
Well, it was 4th and 7, then 4th and 12, then 4th and 7, now 4th and 2.
Yeah.
And Hopewell, I think, is going to go for it. The chain gang has flipped it to the sign to indicate first down, but that's not the case.
Now it's going to be a Hopewell timeout. Or is it?
A timeout on the field of some sort. There's the call. Hopewell calls the timeout. It's their first of the second half. They've got 2 remaining. And that makes sense because you were gifted now a manageable midfield 4th and 2.
And we've seen them have some success running the football so far here in this second half. So you think that they may go back to that and see what they can get.
Hey, just a reminder, no smoking or vaping, or you will be removed immediately. No gathering or standing along the fence line. You must be in the seat. No re-entry. Please help us keep our campus clean. Trash cans are located throughout the stadium. Also, students, please call your ride. There's more people here tonight than normal. Get them on their way.
Offense back out 4th and 2 here. It's a handoff, and that is stopped by West Charlotte.
Kind of had an idea what they may go to because it's what they've had success with. Just unable to get any push in that offensive line there.
And with that stop, it's a West Charlotte first down.
Possession goes back to West Charlotte. Jamori Nichols, quick screen over to Dante Nicholson. He's eventually taken out of bounds, not taken to the ground, though.
How about Nicholson, huh? Just difficult to bring down, makes the catch. Multiple defenders, and they can't get him on the ground. He just keeps pushing forward. Set up a second and very short.
9.5 yards on the carry, we'll call it, or on the catch. Now it's Aiden Turner's turn, and he'll get enough for the first. Forward momentum's got him to the 41, and it advances the series for West Charlotte. I mentioned it earlier, just the well of playmakers that they have at their disposal. Reggie, Dante Nicholson's a great example of that. He was only targeted a couple of times in the first half, but they opened the second half off with giving it to him on a reverse to run the ball. They go right to him with some space on a screen.
Get him involved. Type of playmaker he is. He can never touch it enough. 13 touchdowns last season.
Finch, the man in motion, a play fake. Nichols throws on the run, caught and out of bounds as he found Nicholson, who got tied up with the defender. Jacob Brown, the junior defensive back, a little bit of hand fighting after the play.
Look at Nichols' patience in the pocket. Are you kidding me? He does not panic, takes his time, keeps his eyes down the field, makes a good strong throw to the sideline, picks up that first down. Or close to a first down, I should say.
8 yards on the catch. Now 2nd and 2. A pitch. Turner turns on the burners and is taken out from underneath his knees as he gets the first down and is down just past the 25-yard line as he tumbled ahead.
Big run there by Turner. Down inside the 25. And this Lions offense again is humming.
First and 10. A pitch back to the man in motion. Cotton hurdles a man, tripped up before he could get to the end zone. But it's a run down to the 6-yard line.
How about this? Comes on the reverse action there. I love the reverse pivot by the quarterback. Good strong pitch, and Cotton just can't quite keep his balance there coming around that right side.
17 yards on the sweep toss play. Now goal to go, first down from the 6-yard line. Aiden Turner shuffles his feet off tackle right and gets maybe a yard, 2 on the play, down to the 4. Tosses to Raheem Finch, and he's battered after receiving the screen pass.
Wasn't the greatest snap in the world, but Nichols handled it, made a nice throw out there to get some positive yardage.
1 yard exactly, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. Nichols takes it himself up the middle. Touchdown! His second rushing score of the night, and Jamori Nichols continues his dynamic imprint on this game. 5 touchdowns total.
Yeah, right here, just simple math. Get a push from your offensive line. Katie Cotton getting in there as well, picking up a nice block and gets it into the end zone. And Nichols putting up the numbers tonight.
Jose Gonzalez on for the extra point. The hold is down for Jamari Smith. That one just got over the crossbar. So it is good. And it is 40-0 in favor of the Lions with just over 3 minutes to play in the third quarter.
And Jose Gonzalez, good for the extra point.
They've been absolutely dominant throughout this game. The Lions, and you see it again here. You get the formation, you got the bunch set to the left that takes some guys out of the box, and there you see the touchdown run.
40-0, West Charlotte on top. A few minutes left in the third quarter on our Bahakel Sports game.
I am Bruno Hinojosa and I live in Asheville. I work in construction and I just enrolled in NC Medicaid. I went to their website, applied, and got covered. Doctor visits, yearly checkups, and even emergency care if I need it. Being a business owner can be stressful at times, but knowing that I got covered, it just takes weight off my shoulders. And I can get the care that I need when I need it at low or no cost. And it's one less thing I need to worry about now.
NC Medicaid is for more people. See if you qualify at medicaid.nc.gov.
At TD Bank, we see millions of transactions, but it's the humans behind them that matter most. It's why we're leaders, with guidance and solutions that put people at the center. That's how every TD employee helps make our bank the greet you and your dog by your name, open longer when you need us kind of place. Because believing people matter most is how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
Kickoff return for Hopewell, uneventful. 3:07 remaining in the third here on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. 40-0 is the count in favor of West Charlotte after the second rushing score of the night for their sophomore quarterback, Jamori Nichols. Reg, I'm looking down at my stat keeping here. Hopewell has struggled on third downs offensively, right? That's been part of the issue for them. They're 1 for 8 on third downs total. West Charlotte has had only 4 third down opportunities offensively. They've scored on 2 of those, so they have more touchdowns on third downs than Hopewell has third down conversions. Ty Sigler looking to lead the Titans to their first score in a couple of weeks with a big open field tackle in the backfield by Michael Griffin. Goes for a loss.
This West Charlotte defense right now teeing off against this running game.
Zach Jones is the back of the backfield with Sigler. That's saying something, too. I mentioned earlier, he averaged over 18 yards per carry entering tonight. Sigler looking to pass, hit as he throws it away and incomplete.
Griner again getting up off the ground. How about Sam Griner?
You got excited there. I thought you were talking about Michael Griffin again on the play. He was the one who was in pursuit of the quarterback.
Let's get a stop right here. We need some more on the board.
Now 3rd and long. Again, Hopewell 1 for 10 on third down conversions tonight. Sigler finds Jones on the screen. Splits a couple of men up the middle, back to the initial line of scrimmage, and he is bullied from there.
Pass complete.
Tough sledding there, even on the screen. They get it complete, but this West Charlotte defense, so much speed, they just make it really, really difficult on you.
4th and 9, punt situation for Hopewell. This 4th down is brought to you by NC Medicaid. For more people, get full health care coverage with $4 maximum copays. Find out more at medicaid.nc.gov. Under a minute to play in the third quarter. Chase Erskine boots it away high and well in front of the return man Noah Collins. And down at the 30.
All right, TD Bank is a proud partner with CMS Athletics and is sponsored tonight's game with 6 locations across the greater Charlotte area, extended weekday hours, and banking available 7 days a week.
Be sure to join us next week on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. Charlotte Christian at Providence Day. Keep in mind there, that's a Thursday, 7 o'clock kick, Thursday, October the 10th. We'll be there with the Bahakel Sports Game of the Week.
A lot of folks know, obviously, nationally about Providence Day. This is a Charlotte Christian bunch that's got some athletes. Jamal Rule at that running back position, really physical runner, transfer from Salisbury. I think this is going to be a really good football game next week.
Not often we get a Thursday. We got to go up against the NFL Amazon package. No pressure. Jamori Nichols off of the play fake, going way deep. Nicholson catches it, loses his man, and scores another West Charlotte touchdown. 70 yards this time.
This is just a straight go ball. Nicholson's at the bottom of the screen, can't even see him. And this is just a straight go ball. Nichols steps up in the pocket and lets it fly. Nicholson runs by the defender, one-on-one situation, no safety help. House call, 6. He had reservations, though.
Feels like you have to at this point.
Well, now you get into the territory also of, look, we know what it is. It's conference play. West Charlotte, Mallard Creek, they're going to see each other at some point. There's a little bit of maybe some scoreboard message sending right now.
Extra point, no good for Gonzalez. And the clock running hits 0 to signal the end of the third quarter with West Charlotte up 46-0. Fourth quarter coming up when we return on the Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. 47-0 in favor of the Lions. That is according to the scoreboard. We think they counted an extra point that was missed earlier in the game, but I don't know that it makes a whole lot of difference.
For the folks at home, if this ends up feeling like a very fast-moving fourth quarter, it likely is running clock.
42-point deficit, 42 or greater the lead, then the clock will run, so that is the case. That's actually how we hit zeros to end the third quarter.
That's right.
While the extra point was being played. What an impressive showing. We talked about it when we came on the air. This is not one of those Hopewell teams of old. It's a competitive group. So to put up this kind of a night as West Charlotte has.
And you wonder if it's for Hopewell, you wonder if, obviously this is a very, very good West Charlotte football team. You wonder if this is a little bit for Hopewell, some residual from last week. Sometimes we talk about that in sports, like you lose a really, really difficult game. Can that team essentially beat you twice?
First carry of the night for Treshawn Cunningham. He's brought down pretty quickly. Caden Smith, as well as Cameron Jenkins, combining forces on the tackle. And what's maybe most impressive, Reggie, about this West Charlotte team, you see this, the way they're still swarming to the football?
Absolutely. Well, look, when you play on a team like this and you have this kind of success and you're a guy that maybe gets a few less snaps than other people, when you get your opportunity, you realize you got to put something really good on tape.
Sigler completes a pass to the far sideline. It'll go for a short gain. London. Davion Jones with the tackle.
I mean, he came downhill in a hurry.
Now 3rd and 6.
Third down. Let's get a stop right here, Josie.
Handoff. And a gain of 9 or 10 yards for the back, Ty-J Frost, for the first down.
It's a nice run here by Frost. Just works off the left side there, gets up the field in a hurry and picks up the first down.
Another first down brought to you by 988lifeline.org. Call, text, or chat 988-24-7. Let's get through it together. Just the second to third down conversion of the night for Hopewell. Frost again. That'll go for a loss of 1.
Brought down by number 55, Jalen Arrington.
I think it's a good point you bring up about the defense for West Charlotte. This is a team that fully expects, and Sam Greiner told us on the phone earlier this week, they expect to compete for a state championship.
Absolutely.
So you know this is not going to be the case every game you play. You have to find ways to keep the intensity, keep the focus throughout the span of a game like this where you are on the good side of a lopsided one.
And that's where the positive is of getting some other guys into the ball game, because they know they are fighting for additional snaps in critical situations throughout the rest of the season.
Sigler goes deep. One-handed catch, poked out, and drops incomplete. Pee Wee Jones on the coverage. Speaking of those guys getting opportunities, the senior targeted for the first time today and deflects the pass. There is a flag back in the defensive backfield, though, and it is defensive pass interference.
Interference on the line.
Meanwhile, Ty Sigler is down and receiving attention as he was hit as he threw that ball.
And that's the last thing you want to see in a one-sided score like this, is anybody go down with any kind of an injury.
No pressure on that left foot. That's not a great sign for the sophomore who, look, throws it well. We've seen that.
Yep.
Doesn't always have the time afforded that Hopewell would like for him to throw, but Coach Gentry told us, watch out, in 2 years, this is going to be a guy that if you're aware of the high school football scene in the Charlotte area, you're going to know very well who Ty Sigler is.
And I believe him. I can see it. You can see the physical tools. You just hate to see a guy go down at this point in the football game. You hope he's okay, and then right now, see what becomes of this football team. Without their quarterback. Not sure what the confusion is. They've already marked off. I think they're trying to get the chains organized because the penalty creates a first down. So they've got to get the chain gang, I think, organized and further down the field with where this football has been spotted.
There we go. Top of your screen, everybody moving as they should. Line of scrimmage. Set. There we go. All right. First and 10 from the 44-yard line. West Charlotte wanted a call for some movement on the offensive line there for Hopewell.
I think they're going to get it.
For the crowd on the west side down there, your West Charlotte Marching Lions.
Signal that the clock should be running now. And it is, in fact, a false start. Fumble on the snap, knocked away, picked up by a lineman, so Hopewell keeps possession. But a false start and a fumble for the first two plays without Sigler.
And Coach Gentry's going to take a timeout here.
Leaves Hopewell with one remaining in the second half. That will stop the clock. And this has gone from not ideal to worse. Pretty messy.
Yeah.
Pretty messy.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Coach Gentry, just another tough night for his bunch.
You hate it, right? I mean, when we show up to these games, despite what you may think,
right?
We don't root for any team.
No.
We just want a good game.
We want it to come down to the last possession.
Well-played game. We want it to come down to the last possession and be exciting and fun. So it's unfortunate because, I mean, again, it's a Hopewell program that is in the process of changing for the better.
Absolutely.
Now from under center, it's another fumbled snap. This will be 3rd and very long for the Titans.
Yeah, and just unable to get that snap up that time.
So we talked to both coaches this week. Sam Greiner of West Charlotte has built West Charlotte into this thing that is established now, just as he did at Harding on his way to a state championship. He told us that Coach Gentry, one of the best coaches in his mind in the Charlotte area, and he has no doubts that it's going to pick back up for the Titans here. A botched handoff and a gang tackle in the backfield on 3rd and long, but there comes a flag.
And it's going to be a personal foul. Wow. It's going to be an automatic first down.
That was on 3rd and 20. And is the second first down achieved via penalty for Hopewell tonight. They've only converted 2 other than that.
And the crowd not happy.
Unless they marked this as a spot foul and it's still 3rd and long, Reg, which
it should be an automatic first down.
And the down marker has been flipped to 4th.
I would think that would be an automatic first down.
Well, it certainly shouldn't penalize the offense.
Right, it's not a loss of down. Well, it's a post-play foul, so the down is over. West Charlotte's going to take a timeout here.
That's their second. They've got 1 remaining. Forgive me, that's their first. 2 remaining in the second half for West Charlotte. Sam Greiner is going to try to get an explanation. We'll be back shortly on the Bahakel Sports Game of the Week.
NC Medicaid is for people just like me.
Adults who don't have children.
People who serve.
People who do the heavy lifting.
Child care teachers. Full healthcare coverage at low or no cost.
Doctor's visits, emergency rooms, and prescriptions.
So if you applied before and didn't get it, apply again.
NC Medicaid covers more people than ever before.
Get full healthcare coverage at low cost, no monthly fees, and $4 max copays. NC Medicaid is for more people. See if you qualify at medicaid.nc.gov.
At TD Bank, we see millions of transactions, but it's the humans behind them that matter most. It's why we're leaders, with guidance and solutions that put people at the center. That's how every TD employee helps make our bank the greet you and your dog by your name, open longer when you need us kind of place. Because believing people matter most is how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
It's been all West Charlotte 47-0. With 4:57 remaining. And this is going to be called as a spot foul, so it's still 3rd and long for Hopewell. After the personal foul that we thought should have been an automatic first. Tajay Frost on the toss.
Number 44, Kate Smith coming in with a hit stick.
A flag out. You see that hand signals from Sam Greiner, West Charlotte's head coach, at the bottom of the screen as it's called a holding against Hopewell.
He is incredulous with the officials. He's declining the hold.
And welcome back to my guy, number 3 from last year, J.M. Carr down there.
Because that, of course, makes it 4th down and still long, 12 after no gain on the carry.
West Charlotte's now going to take another timeout here. I think this is all substitution. Trying to get the right unit out there, the right guys on the football field here for the punt return.
Coming up, we'll have the TD Bank Player of the Game. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank. Sometimes, Reg, we do games and it's a little foggier, the forecast.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty obvious who will receive that honor, the TD Bank Player of the Game tonight.
Well, when you go for more than your number, that's when you got to be aware of what a guy's doing. See, I'm not giving it away, but giving out some hints.
Yeah. We will leave you in suspense. A direct snap, fake punt. Miles Vanderspy taken to the ground. So an unsuccessful attempt on the fake. Keaton Smith, another tackle for West Charlotte. And the Lions take over at midfield.
Again, this is a West Charlotte football team that's got aspirations of a deep playoff run. They plan to be one of the last 2 teams playing at the 3A level.
All right, Miss Sheila, class of 74.
West Charlotte runs the football. Emery McLean Jr., second carry of the game. 4 yards, makes it 2nd and 6. Dump down for the Lions. Maj Daniels. Forgive me, that is
number 81, Jalen Rayleigh on the reception.
Number 81, who we don't have. So West Charlotte is emptying the bench. Don't have that one on my roster. Now 3rd and 2 for the Lions. McLean, second effort. Might have gotten it with forward motion, but he looks to be a little bit short.
Really close, though.
After the spot, it looks like he got it. I think they put him at the 39-yard line with forward momentum, so that will execute the first down. It's a timeout for injury.
Fidel Marshall joining us, coming back from Gardner-Webb University, another alumni. My guy.
Number 70, Ian Smith, was the guy that came up a little lame there. He's out of the game now as this offense goes back on the field.
Direct snap, McLean past the line of scrimmage and wrapped up. He did manage positive yardage.
I think at this point, Sam Griner and West Charlotte looking to just chew this clock up.
It's a really impressive showing for the Lions underneath. Another player whose number we don't seem to have. So
number 19, Tony Johnson.
Tony Johnson, a little help from the PA there. Love that. Oh, here we go. Tony Johnson, number 19, 81 with the catch earlier as freshman Jalen Rayleigh.
Getting some young guys some opportunities to play in varsity games.
Nichols fakes underneath, going to the end zone, and it drops incomplete as he was looking for King Coble III, who had a big catch earlier. Flag.
Nichols again. A little shoulder fake on the bubble screen and then attacks vertically. And you see the pass interference, unable to complete it.
The penalty will advance it for West Charlotte. Defensive pass interference, as you see the signal there. Clock continues to run. We're under 30 seconds remaining. Nichols, hands off. Emery McLean, big time head of steam, gets it down to the 10-yard line as we are now 10 seconds left. And that should do it. Both teams content. West Charlotte extremely satisfied with a 47-0 victory. And there a look at the TD Bank player of the game, Jamori Nichols, 4 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, leading a dynamic onslaught effort by this Lions offense en route to another big victory, 47-0, a shutout.
I mean, absolutely incredible performance by Nichols. Pitching the pill, as they say. That touchdown run down the sideline in the first half was about as explosive as you'll see from a quarterback. The sophomore showed up tonight and absolutely showed out.
The Lions collectively showed up and showed out. Jamori Nichols is the TD Bank player of the game. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank. So for Reggie Walker, Bradley Pugh, the rest of our great crew here on Bahakel Sports, I'm Darren Vaught. So long from West Charlotte, where the Lions get a big homecoming victory, 47-0 over the Titans of Hopewell. We'll see you Thursday.